It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Buffalo. It's the Broncos and the Bills, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl, because you know what this...
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Jam the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he takes us beyond the 45 before going out of bounds. 15 yards that time, and Buffalo first.
And as your game planning is a snap, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
When they get this route pass midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goddard, and he's going to have the Broncos 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, Goddard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush.
And the Bills are going to get it as he goes down. Jermaine Johnson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. time to the 21. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bills will take over.
It happened because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report arrives, but this one's going to get amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Broncos take over. Sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Lawrence. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let it tap.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jermaine Johnson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31. Now Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the shotgun, Lawrence. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The middle they go. Got him. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Got him. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Oh, it's caught. And he's brought down. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try to run this one in, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be He's stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run again with Harris. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After run, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8 as they've got it as we resume action. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. Fielded at the 33. Oh, he shifts past him. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Goddard, 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there that gets correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he can't up to that.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here come the Bills. Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays. Right now, they need them in a big way.
It's so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game, see if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Harris running straight ahead. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Goddard. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now, Goddard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 18-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's it. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that bug is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his target, Allen. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then they get hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away a lot of options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That pass complete to Moore. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point try now for Dicker. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills' offense now for one final time in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the...
And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now Lawrence on first down. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As I'm privileged.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing.
Right now, that crowd silent. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Broncos will take over possession here. Up at the 34. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean,
And you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty frantic. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Lawrence. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Now Lawrence. That'll be caught by St. Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 33 yards that time.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have opened the lead up to 30. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic, to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. There he goes left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 10-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Derek Brown in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that. But when you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Denver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Lawrence. Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down, Denver.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 13 yards out.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to
go right there at the 22-yard line?
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
He really continues to pick apart this defense last.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the delay, here's
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
looking to throw is Mahomes. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mahomes throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
A run with Harris out of the shell. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Bills passing game, get him down the field. They've got another first down.
28-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down back at the 25.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
How about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together? But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goddard, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 54 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On second down, Goddard, and he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Lawrence will throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run it with Hall off the option. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Breece Hall, 54 yards. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Bills. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40. 2nd and 10.